Hello everyone. It's James again. And today, I want to talk about the myths and misconceptions regarding compromising. We are told this is something we must do in order to have successful friendships, dating relationships, marriages, and relationships with our parents. And I will be the first to tell you, this is one of the biggest lies out there. Look, we aren't talking about whether we are going to have peas or carrots for the vegetable for this evening's dinner, or if we're going to the beach or the park, or if we want to see a comedy or a thriller. These things are easy. One day you have carrots and the next you have peas. One day you go to the beach and the next you go to the park. So on and so forth. But that's not what we are talking about. We are talking about you compromising what you know and believe to be completely wrong. Just because you are dealing with a toxic person that is forcing you to bend to their will. But you just have to compromise, right? Isn't that what everyone says? Well, they're wrong. This is why I think narcissism, or covert narcissism, is more prevalent than what is let on. Because you hear the saying so much. I've heard so many people say, I know my wife is completely wrong about this or that, but I just don't want to rock the boat. So I just compromise. Or my husband just won't understand. So I will keep my feelings to myself. Then these are the same people that say, if you want to have a successful relationship, you just have to know how to pick your battles. You need to learn the art of how to compromise. And I think to myself, I would never ever want to be in a relationship like that. Because I know I've been there. And it wasn't fun. And I knew there was something wrong with it from day one. But I stayed anyways. But one thing about me, I kept questioning things. I know I was still there taking the abuse. But I never let myself be lulled to sleep. Like I've mentioned before, this is why I believe I was turned into the scapegoat by my narcissist mother. Because I kept questioning all the crazy things in our home. Because deep down inside I knew they were wrong. Well, people that tell you to just compromise are not only wrong but are potentially dangerous people. Or at least can be. Because if things go wrong and they need to throw you under the bus, they will. Think about your golden child brother or sister. They compromised. They might have known at the beginning something was off about your and their upbringing. But they didn't want to be treated badly. So guess what? They compromised. And they compromised so much and so often they learned this art of deceit and trickery to get what they want. And eventually they gave up their souls to become a narcissist themselves. Now, I'm not saying everyone out there that says you just need to compromise are narcissists. But what I will say is this. They are delusionally toxic. Mostly to themselves. But also to others that listen to this nonsense. Because the few times some of us opened up to someone about what we were going through regarding our parents, or the person we were dating, or married to, we were given this pick your battles speech, or life is about compromising speech. And at the end of talking to such people, we become convinced this crazy toxic abuse and behavior we've been subjected to is somehow normal. And we are the nutcases that just need to lighten up and compromise. You know, I would rather have one person that loves me than a million fake friends and loved ones. I would rather be with someone that I can be myself with and speak my mind. And have my opinion heard as much as I hear hers. Instead of being deathly afraid to say how I really feel. It's so funny. When I've said this to a few people, they looked at me like I was crazy. Like, buddy, this doesn't exist. And I think to myself, you're wrong. Is it rare like a beautiful gemstone? Especially nowadays. Yes. It sure is. But how do I know it exists? All of us here on this and other channels. People's warmth and love that shines brighter than any diamond and richer than any piece of gold or silver. And those that have compromised themselves. I truly feel sorry for them. But at the same time, I've learned Be careful in dealing with such a person. Especially if it's your neighbor or co-worker. Or anyone that has influence on where you live or how you make your money. Because these are the type of people that can't stand up for what's right even if it were easy to do so. Which I do understand, oftentimes it's not. But these people have learned to bend the way of the narcissist. In order to get fake love, fake attention, and fake acceptance. And if that means throwing you under the bus because that's what the narcissist wants, they will do it. So always be mindful of these people and what makes them tick. Because one day they might just compromise you. But all that being said, the main thing to learn from all of this is they are wrong. But at the same time they are right to a degree. Yes. Pick your battles. But don't pick them to stick around toxic people like this. But escape like a champion to one day be with someone that really cares for you. Or escape from a toxic workplace so you can one day start your own business or work for a good employer. Yes, standing up to a toxic boss isn't recommended. But staying at such a workplace isn't either. The same can be said about friendships, relationships, marriages, and so on. Pick your battles so you can one day escape and be around people you don't have to pick your battles with. Because people weren't meant to walk around all day long picking their battles. And holding all of their potential inside. Because other people want to dominate them. Don't compromise who you are and the genius inside of you. You have a lot of good thoughts and ideas in you. Don't let others snuff them out. Just because they strut around and are loud and controlling. And most importantly, don't date or marry someone like this. You will become minimalized down to nothing if you do. Because when it comes to the narcissist, it's all about them. You will always be a supporting character in their movie. A movie they write the script for. And they don't even consult you before they write all of your dialogue. And in the end your life will become one big compromise. Well, that's all I have for now. I hope your day is blessed and full of opportunity. Because like I always say, knowledge and wisdom is power. Because the more we know, the more we can lead happy and healthy lives. Until next time. Bye for now. And be good to yourself.